Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wool Bowl for this afternoon's SWJCF Championship between the number 2 team in the nation, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos, as they take on the number 14 team in the nation, Tyler JC Apaches. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald will be KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. Welcome to Roswell, New Mexico, the All-American City. As we talked about, Coach, this is going to be a little different for us as we're used to the Roswell High version of this, but we're going to be doing this great opportunity for you and I to take to see the Broncos and the Apaches this afternoon. Coach, do you have any comments on this game so far?
Well, I'm just happy, like you said, to have the opportunity. It's nice. I'd like to do this in the future if needed. Like to do some more Broncos broadcasts if they want to do that. Like the great Jeff Gunn said with pregame, there's a lot of interest in NMMI athletics right now, and rightly so. You got the volleyball team maybe playing for a national championship. You got the football team maybe headed to the Final Four for the national championship. It's exciting.
Well, as a matter of fact, talking about volleyball, they are playing for a national championship this afternoon.
They are in the finals, right?
Starting at 2 p.m., and that game's going to start here in about 2 minutes, and they'll be taking on Iowa Western. But, Coach, we'll talk about those Final Four here in just a moment, football-wise. Once maybe we'll get some information from Jeff Gunn here. Not real sure since we didn't see who won the toss, but I'm assuming that the Broncos did. But we'll find out here shortly. As the Apaches get ready to take on the field, we'll just talk about this real quick. We did learn the winner of this SWJCF Championship will go on to the Final Four, is my understanding.
Right. Well, it's not a for sure thing. They're the 2 ranked team in the nation right now. The other 3 of the top 4 seeds do not play again. They're already set their record. Okay. So even with the loss, I think there's a chance they could still not drop below 4. But with the win, they would almost assuredly be in the top 4. I would think.
Okay. So right now, the number 1 ranked team in the nation is Iowa Western. Ironically enough.
Really, football and volleyball.
Volleyball and football. They're number 1 in the nation. And, of course, what are the odds of the New Mexico Military Institute playing for a national championship against Iowa Western in football? It's and then, of course, in volleyball. So It's pretty crazy. But Iowa Western's number 1. The New Mexico Military Institute Broncos are number 2. Snow College out of Utah are the number 3 team in the nation, and then the number 4 team in the nation is Northeastern Mississippi. All right, it looks like the Broncos might have won the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Coach, I get the chills down my spine. You have the cadets here in the Wool Bowl. It's kind of a packed house here, and there's the kick for the SWJC FC Championship.
That's Malik Phillips going to bring it out from 4 yards deep. He's from Clovis, and he is going.
He's off to the races. There he goes, 50, 35, and down about the 41-yard line. Wow, what a run. And you said that was who, Coach?
Malik Phillips, sophomore wide receiver from Clovis, New Mexico. So great start for the Broncos.
And what number was Malik?
Malik is number 6.
Malik Phillips. Okay, well, sounds good. All right, well, getting some information from Jeff Gunn here. The Broncos have quite a roster, as you can see here in front of us, Coach. I know the starting quarterback is going to be number 2, Diego Pavia, and the backup, number 15, is Mason Myers, but it sounds like they're going to be getting split time, is my understanding, but we'll see what happens here. So Pavia, I beg your pardon. So Pavia is a New Mexico native. Going to get that pass off. And for a gain about 5 yards, Coach?
Yeah, I think even like 7. That's a good gain on first down there. And what the guy we're going to be looking for here is a running back, and we may see him right here on this play, and I'll let the play happen here first.
Yeah, Anthony Grant, number 3, is the All-American. And we'll do some research on that, too. So, yeah, Diego Pavia, Coach, is actually from Volcano Vista.
Correct.
Okay, so my understanding is he has been really playing quite the football the last few games here for the Broncos. So Pavia is the quarterback on this first drive. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 from the 30. It's 0-0. 14:03 remaining in this first quarter. Pavia hands it off to number 3. That's going to be Anthony Grant. And Anthony Grant, what a run. He will have a first down.
Yeah, good hard running there. Hard to get down, obviously. And, you know, he looks little back there in the backfield, but he doesn't run little.
No, sir, not at all. So Pavia, it's going to be shotgun. I'm going to say my formation, or our formation, Coach. I'm just going to say shotgun right. And he's getting some direction from head coach for the Broncos. Pavia has number 25 in motion, Terrence Moore. And possibly no gain.
Oh, he'll get a couple, Coach, on the option.
Did they get, okay, Coach, they went with the option?
Yeah.
Okay.
He faked the pitch there and then took it himself there for a gain of, well, solid 3, I'd say.
Okay. Okay, Pavia, quarterback one. Again, it's going to be shotgun left. Anthony Grant also in the ball game, hands it off to number 25, Terrence Moore. Moore is on his feet, good hard run, and Moore is inside the 10-yard line. And that's going to be another Bronco first down. 0-0 is a score. 12 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald here at the Wool Bowl. Beautiful afternoon here in Roswell, New Mexico. Pavia in shotgun. Gets a snap, and he's going to hand it off to no other than Anthony Grant. And Anthony Grant is in for the touchdown. Touchdown Broncos.
And Coach,
The Broncos go up on top 6-0 on a 7-yard run by Anthony Grant.
And Coach, no surprise, and that's you know, should expect to see a lot of scoring here. The Broncos are 5th in the nation in scoring. They average over 40 points a game, and you know, this is not going to be a low-scoring affair.
Well, I think you're right, Coach, and I'm trying to get the number here as far as the PAT kicker here. I can tell you the PAT's up and good. 7-0 Broncos lead. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be right back.
Run up the scope, run it out. Run up the scope. I'ma need a few more. And I'm talking about 25, 25, 25, 35, 35, 35, Can't stop, gotta be great. Ain't nobody safe. I'ma run up the scope. Run it out. I'ma run up the scope. Run it out. Run up the
Growing up in a non-magical family as a muggle, you get used to certain things like the internet, cell phones, video games, and science. Sure, the academics here at NMMI are tough, but Hogwarts doesn't teach science.
Science is pretty important. Changing a rat into a goblet is just not a marketable skill in today's world. Who drinks from a goblet? Professor Kimbler, Slytherin class of '74.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl here in Roswell, New Mexico. You're listening and watching KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. Broncos lead 7-0. They got on top with a 7-yard touchdown run by Anthony Grant. PAT is good. And, Coach, we're going to need that offensive script for Tyler. Do you happen to have that by any chance?
It was unavailable, Coach. We're going to have
Okay.
to just go with it here. I do know that the quarterback is a good one. His name is General Booty,
Okay.
number 10. So he completes a pass right off the bat there.
All right. Well, I had one here unless the wind took it. Oh, here it is.
Oh, okay.
There it is. And that was number 10, you said?
Yeah,
General Booty.
General Booty.
General Booty. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Apaches. Right hash on the 35-yard line. Let's see what officials are talking about here. Looks like they're going to go into a spread offense here, the Apaches. There's going to be a pass, and it looks like it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah,
the pass was intended for Caleb Forrest.
And good coverage there by the Broncos as they were all over that in tight coverage, press coverage on the outside, and nicely done. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
So the Generals, we'll call them, General Booty, is going to be in a 2nd down formation now, 2nd and 10 from the 35. Broncos do lead 7-0 with 11:19 remaining in this first quarter. Booty has a man open. And wow!
That's got to be a penalty.
That is going to be a penalty there, as
vicious.
Number 80, Tyrone Browning, gets hit hard.
Well, and kind of late too, Coach. Hard, high, late. That was just an unfortunate play. But you never want to see it at any level. That player could get hurt pretty badly in that situation.
Yes, sir, Coach. And I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I was just he could have felt them coming on top of him. I mean,
this is why he dropped it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Well, and it'll be, another of those penalties, forever they call it on, will result in an ejection.
Ejection.
As well.
Mm-hmm.
Personal foul, and just kind of looking to make sure they don't.
Well,
I mean, you can be thrown out on one penalty if it's severe enough, but that's very unusual to see.
So it's going to be an automatic first down.
Looks like you're going to spot it right at midfield, and luckily the receiver on the play, Tyrone Browning, the freshman from Mesquite, Texas, he appeared to be okay. He got right up not right up, but he got up, went back to the huddle. They didn't come out and look at him, so hopefully he's okay. I don't know how you're not concussed in that situation, but.
Well, as you mentioned, you don't like to see that at any level, Coach, high school, college, or even at the professional level. 1st and 10, General Booty, the quarterback, shotgun right for the number 14 ranked Apaches. Booty hands it off.
Oh,
and
gets
man,
away.
What a run now by number 6. That's going to be Torrance Burgess. It's going to be Torrance Burgess.
Yeah, little guy, just 5'7", 175 from Pearland, Texas. But boy, he was evasive on that one and got a nice run out of that.
So it's going to be another first down for the Apaches. 1st and 10. Ball's going to be on the 25-yard line. It's going to be left hash. And Booty's going to be the quarterback, Coach. And later on in the broadcast, we're going to, since we are here in Roswell, New Mexico, we have a few natives that are on the team here, and we'll talk about them momentarily. So Booty, the quarterback, it's going to be a spread formation. Trips to the top, twins to the bottom, and Booty completes the pass to number 17. That's going to be Jordan Wallace. Nice little pass. And good reception. 2nd down and 1. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field. There might be an official timeout, Coach.
All right, just a little bit about the okay, and I've got the wrong page up. 1 second here. Just a little bit about Tyler as a team. They are 12th in the nation in scoring, so that they're no slouch in offense at all, and 2nd in the nation in passing yards.
Okay.
So this passing attack, look to see a bunch of that today.
Shotgun for Booty. It's going to be shotgun left. Got trips to the top. 2nd and 3, they call it, on the 18-yard line. Booty dropping back to pass. He has a man open, and number 81, I believe, is going to be in for the touchdown, and he is. That's going to be Nicholas Mateer, the sophomore out of Frisco, Texas. So now the score is 7-6. Broncos still lead.
Yeah, pending the extra point here, and it looks like.
Well, we have 2 number 7s here on the roster. So.
Well, only one of them's listed as a kicker, though, Coach, and he is tall, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
6'5", 215 from Boulder, Texas. That is Shea Yerkunis.
Matthew O'Brien, the freshman from New Brunswick, Texas is going to be up and good for the PAT.
Actually, that tall kid was a kicker, but he was the holder on that play. The kicker was number 22.
All right.
Quantrell Walker. So,
well, Coach, let's take a quick timeout. You're listening to KSVTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We have a tight ball game here in Roswell, New Mexico. We'll be right back.
For anyone lucky enough to be accepted, it's one of the best schools in the world. For me, there was nothing like it. I even framed my letter. But the more I looked into it,
please,
the less desirable it became.
Avada Kedavra.
The school had its share of problems. After the Battle of Hogwarts, the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry isn't so magical.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Stark. I'm the Director of International Affairs at New Mexico Military Institute. I'm originally from Brazil, and I have been an international student myself. It has really shaped me to be who I am today. It totally changed the course of my life. I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to transform people's life, to give them the same opportunity I was given one day. Take the opportunity of immersing yourself in a different culture and sharing the wealth of your own culture. Go beyond yourself at NMMI.
Welcome back to Roswell, New Mexico. You're listening to KSBTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. 7-7 is the score here in this SWJCF C Championship game. The number 2 ranked Broncos taking on the number 14 ranked Tyler JC Apaches. The Broncos currently are 9-1 and the Apaches are 6-4 overall. And the quarterback for the Broncos is Diego Pavia. I got to get used to that, Coach. Pavia.
And there's Anthony Grant running for good yardage on first down. Well, they're going to spot him back about 5-6
okay.
maybe.
Pavia. You got to get used to that. I like the name Pavia. He's from Volcano Vista. We should know that. Pavia in trouble but escapes. He's in the 35 and slides to about the 40-yard line. He should have the first down. So Pavia. Yeah, it's going to be another Bronco first down. So good job by Pavia.
Well, and he's really known as a running quarterback, Coach, even though he's been passing very well as of late. His strength probably still is, with playing with his feet and not his arms, and he shows why right there.
Say first down and 10 now from the 38. Call it right hash. Pavia, the quarterback for the Broncos, going to be shotgun left, twins to the top, singled over here on the bottom here now. Motion it is. And the ball's going to be handed off to Grant, I believe.
Yeah, get used to saying that today, Coach. I think Grant is going to get. It wouldn't surprise me if he got 30 carries in the game.
Well, Grant, he's the running back, sophomore, 5'11". He's 210 pounds from Buford, Georgia. As he gets the ball again.
Number 6, Daryl Miner on the tackle. Comes out by number 3.
So good job by
Xavier Benson on the carry, number 3 for the Broncos.
Anthony Grant.
Anthony Grant. Third down and 4.
They did lead the nation in rushing attempts, 468 rushing attempts, and they average nearly 280 yards on the ground every game. So they're gonna ride that horse today for sure.
Okay, so here we go again. Broncos dropping back to pass. It's going to be
got him.
Pavia. He's open. What a pass and what a catch by number 84, Xavier Walker.
Yeah, another New Mexico kid from Rio Rancho.
Xavier Walker. Well, it's really nice to see, Coach, all the natives from New Mexico playing here on this number 2 ranked Bronco team.
Yeah, it really is. Most of the players are from New Mexico here, although they're a little more diversified than the Tyler team. About 90% of those kids are from Texas.
So Pavia going to hand it off again to Grant.
No!
Oh, wow, what a job by Pavia.
Yeah, great fake. I thought Grant had it too, Coach.
Well, I was keen on Grant there.
Well, and that's wise in a game like this. But the defense kind of keyed on him too, because he didn't have the ball there, and a good long gain for the Broncos.
Was that number 25, Coach? Am I seeing that correctly? If that's the case, then it's going to be to Terrence Moore on the rush there, the freshman from Orlando, Florida.
I believe so.
Okay, so Pavia puts a man in motion. It was Terrence Moore in motion, and this time hands it off to Grant, and Grant gets positive yardage. 7-7 is the score. Here at the Wool Bowl in Roswell, New Mexico, you're listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald, 7-7 here at the Wool Bowl.
And, Coach, at some point we're going to have to discuss this play calling from the sideline for the Broncos, if you haven't noticed it yet.
Absolutely. We'll talk about that momentarily. Okay, see that right here. So you have Pavia under pressure again, but escapes and is going to have the first down, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, he's so elusive. He's not a real big kid either, but let's see what they list him at.
5'11",
yeah.
210.
You know, that's certainly small for a quarterback at the junior college level, but boy, he can get away, because he was dead to rights in the backfield there.
Well, there's going to be a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a holding call on the Broncos.
Do you see the play calling from the Broncos sideline?
I do, Coach.
That's have you ever seen anything like that?
I have.
That is really something.
Really neat to see, Coach. 7-7 is the score. 5 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in this first quarter here in this championship game. Pavia hands it off to Grant. Grant, positive yards once again. Yeah, that's, Coach, I mean, if you can see it on TV right now, look at the sidelines, the play calling is.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to describe. It's being sent in by one coach and 3 players. 2 of them are wearing yellow jerseys so they can.
Target jerseys.
Right, just so they can see what signals they're calling, but it is a lot of signals. You can see them there on your TV now if you're able to.
Yeah, that's pretty neat to see.
It is.
Third down and 14 from the 27. Pavia, the quarterback, he is in shotgun right. We have, all right, let's just put it this way. We have tight twins, let's put it that way. Tight twins, tight slot, motion. Grant goes in motion, dropping back to pass. And he's still in trouble, and Pavia is going to be sacked.
Yeah, only about a 1-yard sack, though, as he tucked it in and tried to go forward with it at the last minute. And it looks like we're going to get a kick attempt here, Coach.
Gavin Forsha, the freshman linebacker from Nashville, Tennessee, is going to get credit for the sack. And
it's going to be a 45-yard attempt here for NMMI.
Okay.
45
45-yard attempt for the Broncos. And that is going to be no good.
Go wide left.
As number 40, I believe that's going to be Chase Buttonshaw from McCall, Idaho, misses the 45-yard field goal. Coach, let's stay here for just a moment. And I know you wanted to say a couple of words as the Apaches come down here. They're getting ready to get rock and roll real quick, but to say a few words about the Roswellians here that we have.
Oh, right, yeah. We got just a few from Roswell. I think 3, 2 from Roswell High and 1 from Goddard. Sammy Zaragoza from Goddard, and then on the Roswell High side you have Dominic Nava, and you have Cade Manzanares.
And Buckmeister.
Oh, and Zach Buckmeister, I'm sorry.
So 3 from Roswell High School and 1 from Goddard that we know of. Okay, so number 10, General Booty, the quarterback for the Apaches, rolls out to the right and finds number 3, Kelly from Irving, Texas, for the first down. It looks like the Apaches are going hurry up. 7-7 score here with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. Booty, the quarterback. Shotgun left now, twins to the top, getting some more direction from the sideline here. As we mentioned earlier, the Apaches are ranked 14th in the nation. Winner will be the champion in this Region 5. Booty dropping back to pass. He has a man open.
Ball's
That's
out.
going to be Torrance Burgess, and Burgess is hurt.
Well, and they're going to say incomplete. He didn't have it long enough. He got stuck after he attempted to make the catch. I won't say made the catch because they are going to call it incomplete. Hit extremely hard, and now we're going to get an injury timeout called.
Well, Coach, and I'm not sure what the fuss is here. I mean, I thought it was a clean hit.
Yeah, I didn't think it was late or up high or anything. It was just a good solid hit. Maybe, hopefully, just has the wind knocked out of him as they're attending to him there near midfield.
Well, Coach, let's do this as well. Nope, he's going to get up on his own. Well, we'll just stay right here. We're not real sure what's going on. I was going to say let's take a 30-minute timeout, but we'll just stay here. It looks like number 6, Torrance Burgess, the freshman wide receiver from Pearland, Texas, is going to be okay. He's going to walk off the sideline. Man, what a day here, Coach.
Boy, perfect day for about anything, but especially football, and especially when your team is doing as well as New Mexico Military has done this year. I mean, ranked 2 in the nation, as we've said a couple of times, and looking to move on to the next level today.
Well, what athletic programs the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos have. Okay, it looks like Booty, General Booty, the quarterback, he's going to spread his offense up. It's going to be trips down to the bottom. I'm assuming it's going to be twins to the top, although I just see a Z out, so it might be a tight end. Okay, so we'll call it a spread offense here, Coach. Booty, the quarterback. And it's going to be a quarterback draw, and Booty.
Yeah, I'm not sure that wasn't a busted play, Coach. That certainly didn't develop in any way, and then Booty just slides in after a short gain. So I don't think they draw that up for him to gain 2 and slide.
Well, no, Coach, I'm still trying to see. I don't know if they had enough players on the field.
Well, Coach, when you got number 77 on the field, he kind of counts for 2 because he's so big.
Oh, Coach, that's absolutely for sure. So, okay, General Booty is going to be in shotgun left now. Twins to the top, split out. Motion is who else? You know who else, Coach?
Ooh, Booty is going to be sacked.
For a loss.
Yeah. Trying to get the number there.
Well, and I absolutely love the black uniforms. The New Mexico Military Institute Broncos wearing the white socks, black trousers, black jersey, black helmet. Look amazing.
I'm pretty sure that the tackle was made there by Marcus DeMooney.
I think you're right, Coach. It's going to be
Hawaii.
Yeah, it's from Hawaii. 4th down and 9. There's going to be a punt by number 7. And a punt, the punt's going to go into the end zone.
Yeah, unusual style of punting there, the kind of line drive end over end, which can be effective, but a little too effective there as it goes for the touchback.
That's correct, Coach. 7-7 is the score here with 1 minute and 26 seconds remaining in the first quarter. What a game it is.
Yeah, we got a good one here. We get the offense back on the field, so that means Pavia and Grant in the backfield by themselves. And we'll look for a heavy dose of Grant, but Pavia also capable of sending it down the field. So we'll see how they start this drive off from the 20.
Grant, the All-American from Buford, Georgia, is going to be the running back. We have motion now by Moore.
Oh, spin move.
Grant,
by Grant.
what a move by Grant.
Goodness.
He's on his feet. And he's going to be out of bounds, taken out of bounds by Tucker Bridgewell, the freshman from Pampa, Texas.
Well, and you can see why he leads the nation in rushing. And with moves like that, you know, I'm sure glad I don't have to try and tackle him.
Well, Coach, with moves like that, you know what I'm going to say, Coach. He could end up playing on Sundays one day.
Well, it could.
1st and 10 now from the 35. We're under 50 seconds in the first quarter, more in motion. And there's going to be a speed option, and Pavia is going to take it himself, a gain of about 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. 34 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Nice crowd here at the Wool Bowl.
Yeah, real nice crowd. I mean, they can send the cadets over in mass, but a good crowd of civilians here as well.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8. We're under 15 seconds. Last play of the quarter, I assume. Pavia, shotgun left motion by the tight end. Dropping back to pass, and he has a man open, and that's going to be caught by number 84. Guess who else that is? Zach Buckmeister. Well, they're saying number 84.
Yeah, they have 2 84s.
Okay, so that's going to be Xavier Walker.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a New Mexico player from Rio Rancho, so
a lot of kids from Rio Rancho. Well, Coach, let's do this. Let's take a 60-second timeout. The score is 7-7. You're listening to KSVPTV.com at 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be right back.
The mission statement of the New Mexico Military Institute is based on 3 pillars: education, athletics, leadership. NMMI is a different kind of education. Our high standards have been upheld for over 100 years. Our cadets learn discipline. They learn structure. They develop in the classroom and in leadership. And with cadets from over 20 foreign countries and 40 states, they develop culturally. If you want to be pushed to new heights, NMMI is the place for you.
Seven's the score in this SWJCFC championship between the number 2 team in the nation, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos, and number 12 seeded Tyler JC Apaches. What a game it is here in this first half. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald. Beautiful afternoon here in Roswell, New Mexico. Coach, any thoughts on the first quarter?
Well, you can see how the Broncos have been successful this year. Boy, if you ever get a lead, boy, you can just hand that ball off over and over again and be in great shape.
That is correct. Pavia, the quarterback still for the Broncos, sends Grant in motion and has an eligible man, and it's going to be a first down for the Broncos.
Yeah, nice play there, well executed, and just kind of the quick hitter into the slot against appeared to be a zone defense, and nice game.
Well, I'm trying to see. That looked like it was going to be Terrence Moore. Again, Terrence Moore, the wide receiver, freshman. He stands at 5'8", 155 pounds from Orlando, Florida. 1st and 10 for the Broncos, as the Broncos are on the 38-yard line of the Apaches. Shotgun right. Pavia has twins to the top, singled out here to the bottom. Motions the tight end. Everybody's set now, and here comes Pavia. Handing it off to Grant. Grant off to the races. 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Broncos. What a run by Grant. And now
38 yards on the touchdown right up the middle.
38-yard touchdown by Anthony Grant.
I'm not sure he was touched, Coach. Good blocking up front, and he found the hole, hit it hard, and then it was off to the races. And something tells me he's going to win most races he's in.
Oh, Coach, I tell you what, I love calling high school ball, but I actually love calling college football. Just amazing athletes from all over the nation. And, wow, what it is. Looks like number 48. It's going to be William Testa. He is from Italy. The PAT's up and good. Well, we're going to be right back. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Broncos lead 14-7. You are listening to KSVTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be right back.
We have a great tradition here at New Mexico Military Institute in our international programs. This year we began with 33 foreign countries represented in our Corps of Cadets. One of the things I've learned in my tenure here is that cadets talk about making lifelong friendships. By coming to New Mexico Military Institute, they're exposed to those different cultural diversities that our international students bring. We encourage them to share those experiences with each other, make those friendships that they know will be there for the rest of their lives.
Welcome back to KSCBTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We're here in Roswell, New Mexico for the SWJCF-C championship game between the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos and the Tyler Apaches. 14-7 is the score, and both scores for the Broncos, a 7-yard touchdown run by Anthony Grant, and the PAT by Testa was good, and then a 38-yard touchdown run by Anthony Grant, and then the PAT by number 48, William Testa was good. And Testa is out of Italy.
Yeah, that's a long way. And probably not a lot of American football played in Europe in general or in Italy either. So that's an interesting place to be from on the football team.
I would say so, Coach. 14-7 now if you're just now tuning in. 14-19 remaining in this first half. Beautiful afternoon here in Roswell, New Mexico, the All-American city. And the quarterback for
Booty's got his man.
And that's going to be number 81, I believe, Coach.
Yeah. That's Aiden Trujillo, freshman wide receiver from, oh, no, it's not. Wrong roster. Sorry.
That's going to be McTier, Nicholas McTier. I know which one you were talking about.
Yeah.
McTier's a sophomore tight end. He's 6'3", 225 pounds, Coach, and he's from the Dallas area. He's from Frisco, Texas. Booty, the quarterback, spread offense now. He's going to drop back to pass. He has a man open, and he is going to be out of bounds. Excuse me, it's going to be incomplete.
Well, I really expected to see a flag there, Coach.
Well,
looked like the defender just kind of forced him and kind of rode him out of bounds there before the ball got there, but maybe the receiver went out on his own. I don't know. No flag.
Okay, so it's going to be an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 from the 47 left hash. Going to be shotgun right now. Booty, General Booty, the quarterback. And Booty is out of Allen, Texas. And boy, what a beauty it is, the pass, but there's nobody open.
Nobody out there. I think the receiver came up lame on the sideline there, Coach. He's limping back halfway towards the field, towards the sideline. That was obviously a timing pattern gone wrong because there was no one anywhere near where he threw that ball.
Totally agree, Coach. I'm kind of looking through all the rosters here for Tyler. There's just a lot of student athletes from the Dallas area. You know, you talk Allen, Texas.
Yeah, Arlington.
You know, Arlington, Texas, Dallas, Texas. So 3rd and 10 now for General Booty. General Booty is from Allen, Texas. Speaking of Allen, Texas, rolling back to pass. And he's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked.
Big sack too, Coach.
And I see number 44 for sure is going to be Jacob Gelhazen from Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
I'll tell you what, that's like a 12-yard sack. That's a big deal, especially on 3rd down.
Wow.
Just for field position.
Well, that's what you like to see. It's going to bring a 4th down and 20 now from the 43-yard line.
And I assume that's Phillips back there. Do you see a 6?
It is Phillips, Coach, and that's what I saw at least. It almost blocked.
Oh, he's dangerous, though, and he's got a chance for a run back here. Oh, it went right in between the defenders, though.
Yeah, that is going to be brought down about the on the 22-yard line.
And that would get the Bronco offense back on the field. And like I mentioned earlier, once you have any kind of lead, when you have a running attack like that, you know, you can just grind it out as long as you want to. And then, you know, when they come up into the box, that's when you take your shots.
Okay, here we go now. Pavia. Boy, he has What a fake, Pavia has. He's really selling that fake out really nicely, Coach.
Well, he is, and don't key on Grant at your peril, because that guy can get it done.
Pavia has a man open, and that's going to be a flag.
Yeah, that's easy call, and they throw it out there. I'm surprised the official at the 40-yard line didn't throw it, but.
Well, that pass was intended for Malik Phillips, the native from Clovis, New Mexico. And that is going to be pass interference.
Well, they're discussing. Let's see. I'll tell you what, when they discuss like that and one official threw it and the other one didn't, you never know what will come out of a huddle like that, so we'll just see it. It appeared to be a pretty obvious pass interference call, but we're going to get the signal right now. Yep, pass interference on the defense, and I think that's the right call, Coach.
Well, it absolutely is, Coach. I mean,
like
I don't see.
Yeah, I don't know why the line judge, I believe that's what that official's called, didn't throw the flag, but it was pretty obvious from up here.
Okay, so it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 14-7. Broncos do lead in this championship contest. Pavia sends a man in motion, and who else does he give it to, Coach? Take a wild guess.
Well, I think it's going to be Mr. Grant there.
It is going to be number 3, Anthony Grant, the All-American from Buford, Georgia.
All-American last year. I just assume if he's leading the nation in rushing, that he's going to be an All-American again this year.
Well, we'll just say he's 2-time All-American, Coach.
Yeah.
I don't want to give false information, but I'm just going to assume, and with a caliber athlete like that, I'm just going to say he's probably a 2-time All-American for the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos.
Right. Pavia short arms that ball, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 7.
That's exactly right, Coach. 3rd and 7 from the 45. Coach, I'll give you $1 if you can pick those signals from the sideline there.
I tell you what, that is an operation.
Absolutely, Coach. So 3rd and 7. Score's 14-7 here in this championship contest, and this is going to be Pavia. Pavia, shotgun right. Tight twins motion by Grant. And there's going to be a swing pass. And he just throws that away, Coach. And you know what? Really pretty good pass.
Well, not bad. It gave his guy a chance at it, but he was being flushed out so quickly that he really, to get the ball out at all, was successful. And what you're going to see here, Coach, is something you and I aren't used to, because we call high school football. They go for it here in high school. Here at this level, they play the field position game and they punt it.
Yes, sir. A lot of the times they would go for it, but I'm curious to see what happens here. 4th and 7 from the 45. 14-7, the Broncos do lead. And a beauty.
Oh, just, yeah.
Fair catch.
Oh, and out at the 2
Oh,
or the 3.
wow. And we don't see that very often.
No. Looks like he's going to call it out at the 4-yard line. As the Apaches will be backed up all the way to their 4.
Well, I guess it would be appropriate. I know we're playing semi-football games here in the state of New Mexico. I'll let Coach McDonald, once he gets that information, I think it's appropriate to talk about high school scores as well.
Yeah, I mean, we can. I'm sure we have some viewers and listeners who are interested, so we'll get that out for you here in a minute.
Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 4. The Apaches start out at the 4. Booty drops back to pass, and oh wow, what a pass and what a catch by Caleb Forrest, the sophomore from. Well, I guess that's from Texas somewhere, huh?
Hutto,
Texas?
I hadn't heard of that one.
I'm just going to assume it's probably by Dallas. Wow.
So after this play, we'll get you scores from the semifinal games.
All right. Here's Booty now. He's going to hand that off. And I'm going to tell you right now, the defense of the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos really are playing they're playing great defense is what I'm trying to say, Coach.
Yeah, they really are. All right, score from the Bulldog Bowl, Artesia 34, Farmington 14. So a 3-score lead there for Artesia. And the last score I had from Los Lunas was 21-14 Goddard.
Oh, wow. And here at the Wool Bowl, in this SWJCF-C Championship game, the Broncos do lead 14-7 with 10 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the first half. Booty had his team in a spread offense, completed the pass. It's going to be +4 for the Apaches. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line, right hash. And again, spread offense, trips to the top, twins down here at the bottom. Booty is going to go into a quarterback draw, and boy, he is just hammered hard by number 43, William Middleton, the linebacker, the freshman linebacker from Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah, but it's going to be good enough for the first down there. As
well, I'm going to tell you, Coach, Booty's going to feel that tomorrow morning.
He is. And, you know, he'd much rather pass than run. Once again, leads one of the top quarterbacks in the nation at this level, and has thrown for 24 touchdowns and only 9 interceptions for the season.
1st and 10 for Booty. Shotgun left. Okay, and that looks like number 6, Torrance Burgess, has positive yardage and a first down from Pearland, Texas.
So moving the ball down the field, the Apaches are here, Coach.
Absolutely. Well, and I'm kind of going over some of the statistics too. I mean, not the statistics, but your information there for the high school semifinal games. Booty's going to hand that off again to number 20, Kaiwan Morgan, the freshman from Conroe, Texas.
Yeah, and the Apaches have found their running game. You know, they're definitely a pass-first team, but they've had a lot of success on the ground on this drive. Remember, they started from their own 4-yard line, and I believe only one play has been a pass.
Yes, sir, that's exactly right. 1st and 10 from the 44 now, still working from the right hash. Booty getting some direction from the sideline. Looks like he's going to be shotgun left. Twins to the top, split out here to the right. Booty dropping back to pass. And he does have a eligible person open, Fabian Peoples, the 5'10 sophomore from Brazosport, Texas.
Yeah, that was an interesting play, Coach, because I really thought Booty was going to take off. He had some room to get some yardage, but he throws the kind of late screen out to the sideline, and a good block by the other receiver on that side made it a pretty successful play there. 7 yards, almost 8.
2nd and 3 now from the 37 as the Apaches working from the left hash. 14-7, Broncos do lead. And there's going to be, I thought it was going to be a speed option, but Booty has some room, and he will have another Apache first down.
He ran into his own guy there, otherwise it could have been
off to the races.
Yeah. Ran into his receiver, Wallace, down the field. Otherwise he might make for the corner of the end zone.
14-7. You're listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. Booty spreads out his offense once again, dropping back to pass. And he has a man open, and it looks like Torrance Wallace, the freshman wide receiver from Shreveport, Louisiana.
8 yards gain on the play.
There's going to be about a 7-8 yard gain on the play.
And easily their best drive of the game for the Apaches, and they're looking to tie this thing up. And they're threatening inside the red zone.
Well, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos playing looks like a 4-man front defensively here. Ball's going to be handed off. And wow, what a run by Torrance Burgess. for positive yardage. Burgess going to be inside the 10-yard line.
Oh, and some confusion as to who has the ball, Coach.
Well, they're saying it's a fumble.
I think they're gonna keep the ball with the Apaches. People on both teams pointing both ways, of course. They're gonna decide if he was down first, if the ball came out.
Well, I'm gonna say he was down, Coach. Oh, wow!
They're covered by the defense, and a fumble is the call, and that is not a popular decision on the other side of the field, but extremely well received on this side. And boy, Coach, I don't know. I just don't like to see the meeting, and it takes so long, and then
Well, on the instant replay, Coach, it looked like that he was down, but it was turned over, and the Broncos will start out on the 9-yard line. Wow, what a break there for the Broncos, and
yeah, that's how you stop a drive right there. Is you force that fumble.
1st and 10 now. That's for sure. Pavia going to hand that off to number 3, Grant.
Well, he just doesn't go down, does he? Absolutely nothing there, and just barely positive yardage, but he's just hard to get down.
Well, if Mr. Jeff Gunn comes around here, I'm kind of curious to find out how the Bronco volleyball team is doing.
Yeah, I would like to know too.
As they're playing for a national championship against Iowa Western. That would be nice to see, Coach.
Oh, I'd love to see that. It'd be great for that program, Coach Fortuner.
Pavia driving back to pass, and he's just going to dump it off to Grant.
And Coach, that's a missed assignment or a blown coverage there, because you don't leave the nation's leading rusher that open.
No.
I mean, he could have gotten the ball a lot sooner, and he might have had a chance to take it all the way, but he's out there for that screen, and there wasn't anyone near him.
Coach, what does number 3 look like to you?
Who does he look like?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you one guy that he reminds me of.
All right.
Plays for the Dallas Cowboys.
Pollard? No?
Well, yeah, I mean, he resembles Pollard as well, but I'm going to tell you what.
I say Pollard because he's a little smaller, but he's elusive, and then he laid the wood at the end of that last run as well. So he's not afraid of contact.
Well,
sure.
let's just put it this way, Coach. Who's the starting running back for the Dallas Cowboys?
Well,
well, Pollard. Pollard does get some reps as well too, but you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah. I promise you, they're going to be feeding Grant today.
2nd and 5 from the 27, 14-7. The Broncos do lead in this first half. Pavia puts a man in motion, rolls out to the right, and he's going to dump it off and has an eligible man open. And it looks like, I believe, Coach, that was going to be Logan Compton, the tight end sophomore from Cypress. It's actually Cypress, Texas. Some people call it Cypress, some people call it Cypress. We're going to call it Cypress.
Well, and that was a great completion there because the pump fake is actually what got him open and gave him an extra split second to get that ball away, and then right on target for the first down.
Okay, so 1st down and 10 for the Broncos. And just a dump pass right there.
Good moves. Still on his feet. It'll be about a 14-yard gain on that little screen.
That's from Terrence Moore, the wide receiver from Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, the Broncos, if they can, it would be such a swing if they can score here before the half ends. To turn the ball over, for the Apaches to turn the ball over inside their 10. That's almost for sure going to be points, and now if the Broncos can, eliminate those points and get some of their own, that's a huge swing.
Yes, sir. 1st and 10 from the 49 now. Working from the right hash, twins to the top, twins to the bottom. I'll just call it doubles. Pavia puts another man in motion and gives it to Terrence Moore once again, and there he goes, down about the 29-yard line. Wow, what a
20-yard reception. I think that's that little pitch in front of you. He may have handed it to him. It was,
well, Coach, was it a reception?
I think it
Okay.
was. I think it did the little
the forward pass,
right,
not the shovel, but the
from the shotgun where you just kind of let the ball go in front of you and the guy in motion takes it. It's effective. It's a good play.
1st and 10 now from the 29. Doubles offense now, shotgun right. Pavia from Volcano Vista out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hands that off to Grant. And Grant.
Yeah, and Tyler did a great job that time.
Stopped, yeah.
Yeah, they haven't been that successful with Grant that much. They had him that time. Gonna have Jordan Mendoza from Las Cruces come in at the tight end spot. Hey, Dominic Nava in the game.
And Dominic's, I think Dominic is number
80.
80.
Yeah, he's in the slot right now.
So Dominic Nava is in the slot?
Yep, on the far side.
Okay, he's on top there. He's in motion. And there's a pass. Touchdown, Broncos. And that's going to be Malik Phillips, the wide receiver from Clovis, New Mexico. Wow, what a pass it was from Pavia.
Yeah, just
Phillips.
well designed play and well executed. He had the nice blocking on the rollout, and he found his man coming across, came open, and made the catch for the touchdown.
You're going to give him credit for how many yards on that, Coach?
28-yard touchdown grab.
And the PAT from Testa is up and good. 21-7, Broncos do lead. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to KSVTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be right back. 21-7 is the score in this SWJCFC championship game between the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos and the Tyler JC Apaches. The Broncos come in this ball game number 2 in the nation, followed by number 3 Snow College. Number 4 Northeastern Mississippi is the 4th ranked team in the nation, and then of course the number 1 ranked team in the nation is Iowa Western. Coach, as Jeff Gunn and I were talking before the game, and you're probably in here as well, but what are the chances of the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos and the Iowa Western football team playing for a national championship as
in 2 sports?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, how many junior colleges are in this country? I mean, and for those 2 teams to be playing, and it, it hadn't happened yet in football, but I mean, that's the 1 and the 2 ranked teams, and it's already happening as we speak in volleyball. That's incredible odds.
Well, that's 1 in 100 million, Coach. I don't know.
Yeah.
1st and 10 now for the Broncos, for the Apaches. And should have been caught, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 now.
Yeah, nice ball by Booty, and just unable to come down with it was number 80, and that is, if I look at the right team, that's the Brownie, the freshman receiver from Mesquite.
This is the NJCAA Region 5 SWJCF C Championship. Is that enough?
Yeah, say that 3 times fast. That's a lot of letters.
Second and 10 now. Booty, the quarterback, shotgun left. Got twins to the top, twins to the bottom, or doubles. Depends who you ask.
Oh, direct snap.
And direct snap
Ooh.
to number 20, Kywan Morgan, the freshman running back from Conroe, Texas.
Yeah, number 43 for the Broncos, William Middleton.
For the Broncos, number 21.
The freshman from Montgomery, Alabama. Big on that play.
Absolutely. You know, I'm really excited to see the Rosleyans over here playing in this contest, Coach. It's really neat to see.
Yeah, it is. And obviously we encourage kids to go there if that's the right fit for them. And it's a little selfish on our part because, you know, we get to keep watching them play a little bit.
Well, Coach, I'm going to tell you something else. I mean, not only are the athletics here at New Mexico Military Institute just doing magnificent, but what kind of an education do you get here?
Oh, you get as good as it gets. I mean, they used to say, you know, growing up, they'd say you go to NMMI for 2 years and then you go wherever you want.
That's exactly right. I'll tell you what, my little sister, now she's not little anymore. She's 40 years old, but she graduated there and got a real good education.
She played volleyball for
the
Broncos? Yeah.
She did play volleyball for the Broncos.
I've played a little volleyball with your sister, actually.
Did you really? Oh, cool. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 40 now. Here comes Booty. He's going to take a shot and almost picked off. It is picked off. And that's going to be no other than number 25, Terrence Moore. Oh, 26.
Yeah,
that's Joseph Norwood, Coach. He's from Chattanooga, Texas.
Well, he did a great job.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee. No. There probably is a Chattanooga, Texas somewhere. It seems like there's a Texas named town for just about every name, but no, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and what a good play there. Good concentration and good run back.
I actually have some relatives in Chattanooga.
Is that right?
Coach? My cousin, actually.
Now, the big college in Chattanooga is?
Chattanooga State?
I think it's just Chattanooga, actually. All right, here's Pavia.
Pavia had a nice pass by Pavia.
Yeah, and the collective groan from the west side of the stadium means that he dropped that ball.
Now, that was who? Logan Compton, the tight end sophomore.
Yeah, and that hit him right in the worst place, right in the hands.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so Pavia still the quarterback, shotgun left, trips to the top and split to the left. And here comes Pavia and the Broncos. Oh, there's a fumble.
Broncos are back on it, and nicely done.
Terrence Moore recovers.
Yeah, and that was a heads-up play by Moore because he had to come back and get that ball. And the defender was closing in. They did a real nice job there covering it, maintaining possession for the Broncos.
Well, Coach, the Broncos do lead 21-7. Let's take a timeout. You're listening and watching KSBTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Time stands.
21-7 is the score in this NJCAA Region 5 SWJCFC championship game between the number 2 ranked Broncos and the number 12 seed Apaches. 3rd and 14 now.
I'm sorry, Coach. I just can't get over all those letters.
Are you surprised I'm saying them, Coach?
I kind of am. I have no idea if you're saying them right or not.
Coach, wow. The pass is complete. And boy, number 89, Logan Compton,
Yeah, and that's going to leave it 4th and 9, and this is
Fourth down and about 8.
4th and, well, I think it's 4th and 9. They said it was 4th and 8, but what do you do here, Coach? This would be a 45-ish, 43-yard field goal. That's pretty far. They've already missed one from close to that distance.
Well, I think, Coach, you take a timeout and you talk about it.
Well, yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
And you talk about this and see and that's exactly what the Broncos are doing. They're going to talk about this. And let's you and I talk about this for a second.
Well,
you're up 21-14.
21-7.
Excuse me, 21-7. I beg your pardon. 21-7. It's 4th and 14. Coach, I say you go for it.
Well, I think missing the last kick has to play in just a little bit. There's not much wind to speak of. You know, you're kind of on the left hash-ish, but you're more or less in the middle of the field. It looks like they're going to try the kick. And they're going to see if the Italian Stallion.
Okay.
William Testa?
He's from Italy. William Testa. He's going to try the field goal, and that's good.
Yeah, he nailed it.
How far was that, Coach?
43 yards. So, you know, that's a big deal, Coach. And being the last play of the half, I think that's the right decision. Easy to say now that he made it, right?
Well, let's do this, Coach. It is the end of, what was the last play of the half. Broncos do lead 24-7. We're going to take
about a 15-minute break. I think the halftime show is 15 minutes.
Okay, we'll do that, and we'll come back and get ready for the third quarter. You're listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas, for the NJC AA Region 5 SWJCF Championship game. We'll be back here in 15 minutes.
Hey everyone, my name is Jonathan Martinez here at Roswell Ford. Come down and join the Tailgate Nation, where we have over 100 pre-owned vehicles, from luxury cars to Super Duty trucks. Again, visit us here at 821 North Main Street, and my name is Jonathan. Come see me for the best deal possible.
Hey guys, this is Fuchsia at Roswell Honda. I just want to talk to you about some of the great deals we have going on for this month. So as many of you may know, or some of you may not, we have a value line, which is where we keep great vehicles at low prices. So to start off, we have a 2012 Dodge Caravan. This vehicle is listed at $6,480. You won't find this deal anywhere. We also have a 2005 Ford F-150 listed at $7,980. Next, we have a 2012 Chevy Malibu listed at $7,980. Then we have a 2012 Honda Civic listed at $9,980. A 2012 Honda CR-V listed for $12,980. And a 2015 Nissan Rogue listed at $12,980. These are deals you won't find anywhere in Roswell. Here at Roswell Honda, we like to give our customers the option to get into a vehicle where you can have a low payment as well as financing a low amount. And that's where our value line comes in. We have the most lenders in Southeast New Mexico, and we'd love to help you get into one of these vehicles.
Our Black Friday sales event starts right now. Get up to $4,000 overbook for your trade. We will pay off your trade no matter what you owe in it. It's easy to get approved, plus get a free turkey when you come get your old car appraised. Come see us at Roswell Nissan for our Black Friday sales event.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the halftime show here for the Bronco football game. With us today are two of the top officials for the New Mexico Military Institute.
Hello, I'm Major General Jerry Grizzle, President and Superintendent at New Mexico Military Institute.
Hi, I'm Colonel Jose Barron, the Director of Athletics at the New Mexico Military Institute.
All right, General Grizzle, tell us a little bit about your term here at the New Mexico Military Institute and what the Institute is all about.
Well, New Mexico Military Institute is 130 years old this year. Very proud to be in my 13th year as the President and Superintendent. and be the third longest serving superintendent of New Mexico Military Institute.
And Colonel Barone?
This is my 18th year at NMMI. I started as the athletic trainer in 2003, and for the past just about 8 years, I have been the director of athletics, a job which I really enjoy.
All right, phenomenal seasons for several NMMI sport teams this semester. Let's talk first about Bronco volleyball. General, your thoughts?
Well, many know that I played college football, but for an old football player, the volleyball team has stolen my heart and my enthusiasm. It is an incredible sport. These young ladies are truly athletes, and as far as NMMI is concerned, they're scholar athletes as well. Their athleticism, their enthusiasm, it's just an incredible sport. I enjoy very much watching them. Our coach is second to none. Coach Fortner really has won the hearts of the young ladies. She has a complete respect of the team. She coaches them. She's more of a mother to them as well as a coach. It's just a joy to go and watch the girls play.
All right, Colonel Barone, anything to add?
Well, just to echo General Grizzle's remarks, it is phenomenal to watch these young ladies work. They work as hard as any of our other teams. They are true athletes, and you can say female athletes or women athletes. The way I see it, they're athletes in their own right. And they, like I said, they work as hard as any of our other intercollegiate athletes here. Phenomenal what they do every day. And of course, our coach is as General Grizzle said, among the best. You know, you don't win 400 times at a sport like volleyball by accident. And of course, she recently won her 400th match here at NMMI.
All right. And now Bronco football. What are some of the reasons for the success of the team this year?
Well, I just said I played college football, so I look at it from a very jaundiced eye, wishing I was out there from one perspective. But I think this year's been entirely different than past years in that they're playing total football, both sides of the ball, and they're so explosive. They can turn a game on either side of the ball so quickly. We've got the #1 rusher in the nation. He can break a ball, a play for 80 yards just so fast you almost don't realize what's happened. Our quarterback will throw a 60-yard pass for a touchdown. The defense the same way. The next thing you know, they've intercepted a ball 2-3 times a game. Special teams, they'll block a punt, they'll block a after point attempt. They can turn the tide of a game so quickly. That explosiveness we just haven't had all year, and it's coming from both sides of the ball, which I think has really turned the tide this year. They're playing both sides of the ball, and they're playing together and for each other. It's just a unity in the team that we haven't had before.
Very good. Anything to add on that?
And again, you know, our team, as they say, is clicking on all cylinders right now. They are doing a phenomenal job. I think it's important to, you know, that we've had many special moments at NMMI in my tenure here, 18 years. I've seen very, very special things in a game or in a couple of games or throughout a period of time. But this truly is a special season in the making, and it has to do with the way these guys are playing for each other and playing really as a team. It's amazing to watch.
All righty, let's shift gears a bit, and now let's talk about some of the improvements to the athletic facilities at the New Mexico Military Institute campus, including the close to being complete Cahoon Armory remodel.
Well, Cahoon Armory is our primary indoor athletic facility. It was in much need of a facelift and upgrade. The building was built in 1928, and prior to this upgrade, it really had not had much done to it. Those of us that have been here a long time, those of you that may have been inside the facility, you'll remember when the lights would dim or certain sections would go out. The building had paper wiring, paper fuses. As I said, it was built in 1928. These buildings on this campus, the majority of them are on the state or national historical registry. So we don't have the luxury of considering tearing them down, starting all over. One side of that's good because the outdoor, the exterior is so beautiful, the Gothic architecture that they represent. And they were built like fortresses, so we're able to tear them apart interior and then rebuild them in a modern structure. So that's what we've done. We've gutted that building to the outer four walls, worked with architects to design it to a more usable modern structure, and it's just remarkable. Almost $19 million have gone into this renovation. A lot of delays, no one's fault. COVID, the crews would get sick, delays on materials. But we'll be in there for the second semester to begin the second semester of this year. Our indoor sports, volleyball, missed it by a few weeks, but basketball, both high school and junior college, will be in there at the beginning of the second semester. It's just going to be a phenomenal facility. It raises the bar. It sets a standard for us as far as what it says about the way we believe in our programs and the commitment we're making to them. So we're really excited to be back in there.
Well, again, to echo that, as General Griswold says, it shows a commitment by the school and the administration and our Board of Regents to the future of NMMI athletics. This really puts us on par with some of the better programs in the nation. I wouldn't consider it extravagant, but it's up to par with what you want to have if you're going to have premier programs and you're going to be able to attract premier talent. It is very functional. We're going to be able to use it for many, many things, outside of normal athletic events and whatnot. And most importantly, really, what we had before was just not very functional and was really not up to the standards that we hope to espouse here at the Institute.
All righty. Well, I guess now let's open it up to anything else that you guys would like to add or consider about NMMI.
Well, I just want everyone to understand the uniqueness of New Mexico Military Institute. Mandatory domicile, mandatory formations in the morning, mandatory wearing a uniform, so different than other schools. It's just a different environment. Our athletes are members of that Corps of Cadets. They don't get any special privileges. They have to do what everyone else does. They're scholar athletes. They're not given any exceptions in our admission standards. And they're truly scholar athletes, and we very much appreciate what they do, what they understand when they accept a scholarship to New Mexico Military Institute. A little bit of what I'm talking about is represented by the way we're dressed. The athletic director is dressed in, a camouflage uniform representing the warrior side of the house. I'm dressed in what we wear inside academia, what we wear in the classroom. A former dean used to call that the Athens and Sparta dichotomy of what NMMI represents. So it's a very unique school, and we're very proud of what that represents. I think it's ironic that we are playing Tyler at the highest level in two sports, both at the national level in volleyball and football, and I think that's just going to be great for both schools, both recruiting in regular students and in athletes. I think it'll pay great dividends for both of us. We're just honored to be at this level.
Well, and again, the commitment that NMMI has to education is second to none as far as I'm concerned. You hear out there the word leadership thrown around a lot of places, in education and elsewhere. Well, where else but NMMI do you immerse yourself in leadership in many ways, in the classroom, in the Corps of Cadets, and on the athletic field? That the triad that forms, along with my colleagues, the Commandant of Cadets and the academic dean, we get to shape these cadets. Our departments get to shape these cadets into what an NMMI alumnus is going to be. They truly espouse the values of duty, honor, and achievement, as our motto says. And really, we live it every day, the leadership that General Griswold talks about. No better way to describe it than we are leadership. And, oh, by the way, an excellent academic institution, and we provide excellent athletic programs for our cadet students.
Thank you, gentlemen, for talking with us today. For more information about the New Mexico Military Institute, check out our websites, nmmi.edu and nmmiathletics.com.
non-magical family, as a muggle, you get used to certain things like the internet, cell phones, video games, and science. Sure, the academics here at NMMI are tough, but Hogwarts doesn't teach science.
Science is pretty important. Changing a rat into a goblet is just not a marketable skill in today's world. Who drinks from a goblet? Professor Kimbler, Slytherin class of '74.
For anyone lucky enough to be accepted, it's one of the best schools in the world. For me, there was nothing like it. I even framed my letter. But the more I looked into it,
Please.
the less desirable it became.
Avada Kedavra.
The school had its share of problems. After the Battle of Hogwarts, the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry isn't so magical.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Stark. I'm the Director of International Affairs at New Mexico Military Institute. I'm originally from Brazil, and I have been an international student myself. It has really shaped me to be who I am today. It totally changed the course of my life. I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to transform people's life, to give them the same opportunity I was given one day. Take the opportunity of immersing yourself in a different culture and sharing the wealth of your own culture. Go beyond yourself at NMMI.
The mission statement of the New Mexico Military Institute is based on 3 pillars: education, athletics, leadership. NMMI is a different kind of education. Our high standards have been upheld for over 100 years. Our cadets learn discipline, they learn structure, they develop in the classroom and in leadership. And with cadets from over 20 foreign countries and 40 states, they develop culturally. If you want to be pushed to new heights, NMMI is the place for you.
We have a great tradition here at New Mexico Military Institute in our international programs. This year we began with 33 foreign countries represented in our Corps of Cadets. One of the things I've learned in my tenure here is that cadets talk about making lifelong friendships. By coming to New Mexico Military Institute, they're exposed to those different cultural diversities that our international students bring. We encourage them to share those experiences with each other, make those friendships that they know will be there for the rest of their lives.
Hey everyone, my name is Jonathan Martinez here at Roswell Ford. Come down and join the Tailgate Nation, where we have over 100 pre-owned vehicles, from luxury cars to Super Duty trucks. Again, visit us here at 821 North Main Street, and my name's Jonathan. Come see me for the best deal possible.
Hey guys, this is Fuchsia at Roswell Honda. I just want to talk to you about some of the great deals we have going on for this month. So as many of you may know, or some of you may not, we have a value line, which is where we keep great vehicles at low, low prices. So to start off, we have a 2012 Dodge Caravan. This vehicle is listed at $6,480. You won't find this deal anywhere.
Welcome back to the Wool Bowl here in Roswell, New Mexico, the All-American City. We have a score of 24-7 as the number 2 ranked New Mexico Military Institute Broncos as they lead the number 12 team in the nation, Tyler JC Apaches. Coach, you have any thoughts on this first half?
Well, yeah, I think this is almost a perfect first half for the Broncos. They wanted to come out and get a lead so they could start the second half, hopefully with a stop here as the Apaches will get the kickoff. But, if they can just lean on that running game and run clock in the second half, they're going to advance here and they're going to hopefully be the 2 seed in that Final Four.
Yeah, I was talking with Jeff Gunn at halftime as we were having a few more pieces of pizza for lunch there, and we were just kind of going over some of the, possibilities of what's going to end up happening, with the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos with the victory today. Of course, they would have to await the selection committee on Monday to find out what would end up happening, but they would end up hosting a game. They would be off a week and then come back and hosting possibly number 3 Snow if they were to win. So Snow College out of Utah. So, and then of course the winner of that game, of the semifinal game, would be going to Little Rock, Arkansas for the national championship.
Well, that would be exciting to be able to go and play for the national title.
Okay, here we go now. It's going to be Apache ball here in this third quarter. 24-7, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos do lead, and that's going to be Booty.
Yeah, just threw that one away, Coach. And nobody open and about to get tackled, so don't take the sack. Just throw it out of bounds.
That's right, so incomplete. You want to talk a little scores real quick for the people that are listening?
Yeah, I think we had a final from Los Lunas. Los Lunas Tigers defeat the Goddard Rockets 26-21. And with just seconds left at the Bulldog Bowl, the Artesia Bulldogs lead the Farmington Scorpions 57-14.
All right, so now the Apaches, Booty does complete the pass to Jaden Oliver, the 6'3" sophomore from Riverview, Florida. Excuse me, that's the New Mexico Military Institute. That's the wrong one there, Coach.
Yeah, our rosters look exactly the same.
It is, so it's going to be Fabian Peoples.
Confusing.
From Brownsville Sport, Texas, so I beg your pardon on that, Coach. Okay, let's get back into the groove right here. It's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Apaches. And there's Booty. He's going to...
No play.
What happened there, Coach?
What? They're letting that play go?
They let that play go.
Nobody on either line moved. The only people that were playing football there was a quarterback, the receiver, and kind of half an effort by a
was that designed?
Maybe. That was strange.
Well,
either way, it's going to be a long completion for the Apaches.
1st and 10 now from the 46 left hash, and here comes the Apaches. Booty, shotgun left. He's going to hand that ball off over to Torrance Burgess for positive yardage. Well, that could have really been.
Yeah, that's strange, Coach, and that's to have almost everybody on the field not really participating, just standing there, and then they let the play go and then count it. So
absolutely. 2nd and 4 now. You got trips down here to the bottom. You got twins to the top, so spread offense. Booty the only back in the backfield. And here comes the Apaches. Booty driving back to pass. And boy, he completes the pass to number 6, Torrance Burgess.
Yeah,
but he is hit hard.
Yeah, but that was Burtonshaw.
Burtonshaw.
From McCall, Idaho. Freshman linebacker. Receiver didn't go down after the big hit, though. That was impressive.
Right. So Los Lunas and Goddard, the game is over. That game started at 1 o'clock, I guess.
Both games started at 1 o'clock, yeah. So, that one's over and this one had just finished. They're both over.
Okay. So 1st and 10 now for the Broncos. You have trips to the top now, split to the right. Booty, the quarterback, is going to hand it off now. Again, to number 6, Torrance Burgess. Burgess has some running room. He's about the 20, 15, 10, and out of bounds about the 4-yard line as he is just nailed. But great run by Burgess. That's going to be quite a contest there because you had the head coach for Los Lunas, for Artesia.
Was the head coach at Los Lunas, right?
Last year.
So.
Wow. Okay, 1st and 3 from the 3-yard line. As the Apaches threaten. Let's see if the Broncos can get a goal line stand here. Oh, man, good run.
It's close. Officials running in. They're going to say touchdown.
Well, Coach, did you see what happened there? That was not General Booty. It looked like it was number 3.
It went direct snap.
Direct snap here. And if I'm not mistaken, then
there's 2 number 3s there.
Xavier Benson from Texarkana, Texas, but I don't know. No, they're saying he did not get in.
They're going to back him up 5, looks like, here on the
Okay, so there's General. Hey, that should be threw a swing right there. General Booty threw a swing.
All right, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal from the 6 now after the penalty. Yeah, I missed the swing. Did Booty get a little irritated there?
Well, he definitely got irritated and took a swing, but did not connect. So I guess we'll just say that
he's just swatting at a fly, Coach.
That might be the case, Coach. That might be the case. General Booty's going to be in shotgun now. It's going to be twins to the top. Split out to the right now is number 13, Cooley. And the ball is fumbled. And, boy, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos really, I don't want to say dodging a bullet because we're up 24-7.
Well, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and now 9, 3rd
Yes.
and goal from the 9. And, I think it pretty much, instead of 1st and goal, I think it was 1st and goal at the 1.
Yep, it was. Well, it's going to be a 3rd down and 9. A quick shout-out to Mr. Robert Johnson, his 9 and 10-year-old RYFL, the 10-year-old Super Bowl champs, the Wolfpack, Coach. They're Super Bowl champs, 9 and 10-year-old division with the Roswell Youth Football League. Booty dropping back to pass, and boy, that is swatted down. And, well, what a play by the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos.
Yeah, they were saying they even got that ball out of the air, but I guess they're going to say it hit the ground. It's going to bring up 4th and goal at the 9, and I'm assuming the kicking team is coming out here.
Well, I would definitely think that they're going to try the field goal. So this is going to be a 19-yard field goal attempt.
Kicker is number 82, Matthew O'Brien.
Excuse me, it's going to be 25-ish, 25, 26-yard field goal attempt, and the field goal's up and good.
So that's important, though, Coach. It makes it a 2-touchdown, 2-score game. And, at this level, we talk about 2-score games in high school as if they're always touchdowns. But here, a 2-touchdown lead.
Coach, let's take a break. You're listening to KSBTV.com at 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be right back.
Run up the scope, run it out. Run up the scope. I'ma need a few more. And I'm talking about 25, 25, 25, 35, 35, 35, can't stop, gotta be great. Ain't nobody
Growing up in a non-magical family as a muggle, you get used to certain things like the internet, cell phones, video games, and science. Sure, the academics here at NMMI are tough, but...
Welcome back to Roswell, New Mexico, the all-American city. You're watching and listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We're here at the NJCAA Region 5 SWJCF C Championship game.
And the Broncos lead it 24-10. We're at 10 minutes left here in the third quarter. And I've said it a couple times, but I really think that you're going to see the grinded out football now. You know, they love to march down the field, take a ton of time off the clock, and score at the end.
Okay, here comes Pavia, and there, I can't forget that name right there. That's Anthony Grant. Pavia.
And Grant's going to pick up 8 or 9. We're going to depend on the spot. Looks like 9. And that's obviously a good gain on first down. Yeah, Anthony Grant's the real deal, Coach. He's, like I said, he's not real big, but he's going to play somewhere next year. It's just a matter of, where and in what role.
Well, he's going to get a lot of recognition, especially if they win this ball game and go on and play the Snow College in that semifinal game. And if they get that chance and that opportunity to play for a national championship, I'm sure they're going to get plenty of recognition. And that, not just Anthony.
Oh, right.
Not just Anthony Grant, but many of those Broncos. 24-10 is the score. Broncos do lead here in the third quarter. Pavia dropping back to pass. He has a man open. Looked like the pass was intended for number 8, Jalen Smith.
Yeah, the Broncos are going quick here. They're going no huddle. They're going quick to the line, and I'm not really sure about that strategy. Of course, far be it for me to second guess. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 though, and stop the clock on the incompletion.
Coach, I'm real curious to find out how the New Mexico Military Institute Bronco volleyball team.
You'll have to get with Jeff and see how they've done.
Maybe we'll send our friend here to find out.
There's a
good run by Diego. So is there 2 of them here? No? Yeah, okay, that's going to be Diego Pavia. Okay, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6. It's going to be shotgun right as Pavia getting some of many signals from the sideline there.
Yeah, that's something else.
Pavia dropping back to pass. He's in trouble, but he finds a way. He has a man open. At number 25, Terrence Moore is going to be in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Broncos.
63-yard score. The longest play of the game thus far. And just a perfect ball. And then nice job breaking the tackle and then taking it to the house for the touchdown. 30-10.
Well, Pavia just did a really good job of staying in the pocket, Coach. I mean, he was in trouble, stepped up, and as you mentioned, 63 yards, touchdown to Terrence Moore. And now we're going to have William Testa, the gentleman from Italy, kicking the PAT. And the PAT is up and good. Broncos now lead 31-10. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening and watching to KSVTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
For anyone lucky enough to be accepted, it's one of the best schools in the world. For me, there was nothing like it. I even framed my letter. But the more I looked into it,
Please.
the less desirable it became.
Avada Kedavra.
The school had its share of problems. After the Battle of Hogwarts, the School of Witchcraft and Wizardry isn't so magical.
31-10. The number 2 ranked New Mexico Military Institute Broncos lead in the third quarter on a 63-yard touchdown pass to Terrence Moore. And that's going to be a touchback.
Yeah, I'm wondering where our farthest watcher or listener might be from, Coach. You know, we have players from Hawaii, players from Australia, players from Italy. So
players from Italy.
I think if anyone's tuning in from Australia, they probably got the advantage. Although we have some South Pacific Islanders, several.
Absolutely.
On this New Mexico Military Institute team.
So we got a confirmation right here. We have approximately 1,400 watchers or viewers, we must say. We're trying to get that up to at least 2,000 by the end of the game. As we mentioned earlier, we have watchers from Hawaii.
Well, I mean, we have players from.
Okay, I thought you said watchers. I beg your pardon.
No.
So players,
no,
yes, of course, players.
Yeah, I don't have the technology to verify that. But.
Okay. Well, we do have players from Gisalba, Italy. We have players from Hawaii.
Yeah, we have actually a player from farthest away could be on the Tyler team. That the freshman number 99. That's
London, England.
Adelaide, Australia. So
Australia, New Zealand.
Got a New Zealand. Oh, okay, the capital.
Yep.
Yeah, that New Zealand might be. I mean, that's pretty much the other side of I think Australia would actually be farther than New Zealand, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, so we do have players from all over the world here at New Mexico Military Institute, not only playing some magnificent football here, but getting a excellent education as well.
Right.
31-10 is the score here at the Wool Bowl as the Broncos lead the Apaches. And that looks like Booty. He's going to take himself on a quarterback draw. Going to gain about 6.
Yeah, I'm wondering when you'll see a little bit more sense of urgency as far as quick play calling, maybe leaning more towards the passing game. Again, they're a passing team anyway, but you know, they are down 21 here. 3 touchdowns. I'm not sure you have the luxury to run the ball when we're halfway through the third quarter.
Exactly, Coach. So it's 2nd down and 4 now from the 31. And Booty, the quarterback, shotgun right, dropping back to pass. And he is in a little bit of trouble. Batted down by number 19, Marcus Damuni. And he is from Hawaii, Coach.
There you go.
You know, we've been talking a lot of offense here, Coach, for the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos, but you know, some of the names, and we kind of need to mention here on this front 3 and 4 for the defense here. That anchor, number 98, is C.J. Sanui. Number 99 is Christian Carruthers. And then number 18 is Tiger Favi.
Tiger Favi.
If I'm saying that correctly. And here comes Booty. He's dropping back to pass again. He has a man open, number 3, and boy, I thought it was really a pretty good tackle, but number 3, we have 2 of them, but I think that's going to be Xavier Benson.
Yeah, Jaden Oliver with the nice open field tackle there. He's a big kid for a defensive back. Stands at 6'3". He's a little on the thin side, but good size out there for him. Makes the good open field tackle, but a long gain there by the Apaches.
Sam linebackers again for the Broncos. Number 31, we have Horancio Moranta. William Middleton is playing the Mike backer tonight or this afternoon. And wow, Booty is sacked again.
Well, no, he handed it off first, Coach, but I just don't understand running it up the middle here. I mean, I'm not sure you have that luxury. I'm not sure you have the time for that with now under 7 minutes left in the third quarter.
Okay, good. So I'm glad you saw that, Coach. So I stand corrected on that. It was not a sack. It was handed off for a loss, though. Will linebacker number 21 is Joshua Beard. Rover tonight, number 7 is Champ Johnson. Cornerback Jaden Oliver. Strong safety is Corey Quarterman. Weak safety is number 22, Trey O'Guin. And then cornerback 26. And we have another pick.
He's going to go, Coach.
And who is that, Coach?
Number 36, and that is
Jeremy Williams. He's from Conroe, Texas. Joseph Norwood is also cornerback for the Broncos.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's
big, Coach.
That is big, and you know, he got it off the deflection. Probably should have been caught. It was a little high, but receiver got both hands on it, went through him. And like I said, Williams there, right place, right time. And then the long run back all the way. Where are they going to spot it? The 25?
Yeah, it looks like Coach are going to be spotting from the 25-yard line. Really nice crowd here at the Will Bowl. A lot of cadets for sure, huh?
Oh, yeah. They had them come over for the nice ceremony at the beginning of the game and then just sent them right up into the stands.
Absolutely.
And, you know,
it's mandatory.
A few from Tyler, Texas over there.
Mandatory to be in attendance here at this game. 31-10 is the score. The Broncos do lead.
All right, Coach, they moved the ball 15 yards back, so they must have had some sort of unsportsmanlike on the Broncos either during or after that play. So it will still make it 1st and 10, however, on the change of possession. And the Broncos will have it at the Tyler 40.
Pavia.
45-17. Deep in the game.
Quarterback still. Waiting for the snap. Sometime today. There it is. There it is. It's handed off to number 3, Anthony Grant. And boy, look at that, Coach. He will have the first down and still moving.
It's a scrum. A rugby game is broken out, Coach.
Are you sure he's not called Ezekiel Elliott?
Well, I tell you what, I actually kind of look like Derrick Henry there because that pile was moving. And you know, hats off the offensive line because once he gets the defense engaged, they just keep pushing as well. See what that late flag is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. There is a flag on the play, but an excellent carry by Anthony Grant.
Yeah, we'll see if the play stands.
So they're saying it's going to be on the Broncos. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Broncos. Will it be a 5 or a 15?
Well, it's 15. Unsportsmanlike is always 15, but will they make it 1st and 10 or will they make it 1st and, let's see. You know what? It's going to be 1st and 10 because there was a 15-yard penalty after a 15-yard gain. So we're right back where we started.
Okay, 1st and 10 from the 40 now. We'll call that left hash. Not quite the middle, but we'll call it left hash anyway. Pavia.
And that is a different ball carrier. That's
Hands
Donovan Tatoon Jones.
Tatoon Jones.
From Spring, Texas. So a rare handoff to somebody not named Anthony Grant.
Number 37, Joseph with the carry, good for 5. 2nd down and 5.
Okay, so they're going to say it's 2nd down and 6.
Sorry, and I looked at the wrong 37 there.
Okay.
It's Montage Joseph with the carry.
From Delray Beach, Florida. Okay. So 2nd and 6 from the 36. 31-10 is the score. And there is no other than Anthony Grant.
No, Coach, that's Joseph again.
Okay.
so the backup, the freshman.
That's Joseph, right?
Yes.
Okay, Joseph, the freshman from Delray Beach, Florida.
Montage Joseph.
Well, Coach, they run very identical.
They do. They look the same, and both their numbers start with 3. And the Broncos wisely taking their time now. They're quick to the line, but they're not in a hurry up.
And as you should, Coach, there's no reason to rush with it.
No, you need to run the clock.
Yeah, use the clock. And there's a little dump to number 25 now, and that's Terrence Moore. Terrence Moore still on his feet and finally out of bounds.
Yeah, tackle made there by number 2, and I will take a little extra time and give you the defensive back and not the quarterback. That is Kobe Savage on the tackle. He's from Paris, Texas.
Well, it's definitely exciting when you get to the junior college level and, well, at any level. And, you know, not only do you see just people from all over the country, it's just nice to see you make good teammates. And
sure.
And, you know, they say you have friends in high school, but your real friends come from the college level. So Little dump pass right there to number 6, and that's going to be Malik Phillips, and Phillips is going to be brought down about the 6-yard line. The native from Clovis, New Mexico.
Yeah, they're going to actually give him the 4, so it'll be first and goal from the 4.
It's going to be another Bronco first down.
And a chance for the Broncos to go up 4 touchdowns here, and that that would be pretty big here. They're right on pace in their scoring, for their average scoring. This, like you said at the beginning of the game, they score about 48 games. So
that's exactly right. So here we go. Pavia, the quarterback, and he's just going to call his own number. He's going to be in for a touchdown. So another touchdown for the Broncos as Pavia. Keep on saying Pavia. I get used to it. Pavia. Number 2, Pavia.
Yeah, and he celebrates with his teammates back on the sideline, and we will have the Italian.
Pavia. I kind of like that name. And this is William Testa from Italy. And that's good. The Broncos now lead 38-10. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to KSVPTV.com at 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be right back.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Stark. I'm the Director of International Affairs at New Mexico Military Institute. I'm originally from Brazil, and I have been an international student myself. It has really shaped me to be who I am today. It totally changed the course of my life. I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to transform people's life, to give them the same opportunity I was given one day. Take the opportunity of immersing yourself in a different culture and sharing the wealth of your own culture. Go beyond yourself at NMMI.
Welcome back. Broncos now lead 38-10 on a 7-yard touchdown run by Diego Pavia. And the PAT by William Testa from Getsalaba, Italy is good.
And yet another touchback, so there'll be no return opportunity for the Apaches, and they lead by 4 touchdowns now with 3:20 left in the third quarter. They've got to air it out, don't they, Coach?
Well, absolutely going to have to. If they have any chance whatsoever, which I don't think they do, but if they have any chance, they're going to have to throw it in the air. And, of course, defensively, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos are just really having their way.
Yeah, they are. They're getting good pressure on the quarterback, and they got a couple of picks. I guess they had three picks of the general the last time they played as well.
Booty, the quarterback now in spread offense, dropping back to pass. Quick pass to number 17. Wow, just hit hard. I mean, just hit hard. Jordan Wallace, the freshman wide receiver from Shreveport, Louisiana, just nailed.
Yeah, Joseph Norwood got in there, timed it exactly right. And in the receiver's defense, he had to go up high to get it. So by the time he came back down there, he was already being tackled. But good job by Norwood there, who has one of those interceptions today.
Well, congratulations to the Artesia Bulldogs. They're going to be playing for the New Mexico 5A state championship.
Right, they'll be facing off against Los Lunas, and that one will be in Artesia,
I believe you're correct. Okay, Booty has a pass, but there's going to be a flag, so it looks like it might be a hold.
Well, that was Norwood on the coverage again. Is there a flag?
There is a flag, and it might be holding on the Apaches. Did they wave it off?
Yeah, I think they picked it up.
Okay, so no flag on the play as the officials wave it off. 38-10 is the score. 3rd and 13, middle part of the field for the Apaches. Booty, the quarterback, shotgun left. Twins to the bottom here, split to the top. Booty, the quarterback, dropping back to pass. Rolling out to the right. In trouble, but has Jaden Oliver open from Riverview, Florida.
And, Coach, what a route by Jaden Oliver. He took his man deep, made a little move to make him think he was going deeper, and then just turned and made the reception at the sideline 1 yard farther than he needed to be, and just stepped out of bounds to stop the clock with the first down. Just tremendous route and a nice pass.
1st and 10 from the 36 now. 38-10 is the score. We're approaching the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Booty, the quarterback, shotgun left, twins to the top, split to the right. Handed off now. And that's going to be handed off to number 20, Corey Quarterman from Tampa Bay, Florida. Winner of this championship game here, Coach, and let me say this correctly, the Region 5, the NJCAA Region 5 SWJC FC championship game, winner of this will go, well, let's put it this way, we'll end up probably playing number 3 Snow College, is my understanding. So the top 4 in the nation, Iowa Western, number 1 in the country, the New Mexico Military Institute, Broncos, number 2 in the country.
Yeah, there's no reason to think that they would drop, you know, in their ranking after a decisive win here today, which is what we're looking like we're headed towards. So I think that, and also probably not jumping up to number 1. So I think they're pretty solid there in that number 2 spot. And, you know, if they get to host Snow, I can look and see if they played Snow yet this year or not. But I don't believe they have. There's a Snow in Arizona too as well.
There is, but this one here is from Utah.
Right.
So they have Iowa Western number 1, the Broncos from New Mexico Military Institute number 2, Snow College from Utah, ranked 3rd in the nation, and then the 4th ranked team in the nation is Northeast Mississippi. So that's just all in the NJCAA standings right now. And of course, the team that the Broncos are playing right now, Tyler JC, the Apaches, are ranked
12th or 14th.
12th or 14th
yeah,
is what I think. I think you said 12th. And so, Coach, I'm real impressed with the Broncos here. It's really great to see, this JC doing just great things. And man, I really like to see them in the title game.
Well, and I'd like to see them in the semifinal too, because I believe we'd get to call that one again in 2 weeks.
Booty throws it, almost picked off.
Yeah, way overthrown, and the closest player definitely was number 23, and that's Charles Henderson, freshman from Kearns, Utah.
Yep.
And are they going to punt, Coach?
Well, I think you have to, Coach. I mean, and here's the thing. If you don't punt, it's 4th down and 7 from the 39. You're in Bronco territory. If you don't punt, you're really kind of defeating the purpose here. I mean, you're really kind of just shooting your own foot here.
Well, I just don't know if you're going to get 4 more possessions. But they are going to punt.
Well, I think that's all you can do. Right there is going to be, that's not Diego Pavia, is it?
No, I think, no, it's someone else.
Oh,
it's
no,
number
it's
4, and that's probably the defensive back, Jalen Moore. And he's from Camden, Arkansas.
Okay.
So they let.
So let me tell you what. When I was talking with Mr. Jeff Gunn, of course, he and I have been friends for many years, Coach. We go back to the youth league baseball games when he was playing for the Expos and I was playing for the Dodgers. Those were our teams, not the Los Angeles Dodgers. I wish, but anyway, he was saying, okay, so the winner of this game here will be off a week, and then the game will be on, I think he said December 5th. And so if the Broncos do win, they will host one more game. If the Broncos happen to win that semifinal game, then that championship game will be in Little Rock, Arkansas. So, and there were some interesting things we were talking about right there, Coach. There's a possibility that you and I could be calling that game.
Well, that'd be fantastic. I'd love to do it.
So, but let's win this ball game here first, Coach, and then we'll worry about
possibly
playing Snow College next week. But he did say the national championship game will be played on a Sunday, like at 2 o'clock. So it was 2nd down and 8. Pavia, the quarterback, handed off, and let's see what happens if there is a flag on the play.
Yeah, it came from all the way back in the defensive secondary. I mean, 20 yards away from the action. Any player.
Yeah.
It is on the defense. 15-yard penalty.
So I wonder if it's a personal foul.
Yeah, or potentially a face mask could also be a 15-yarder, I believe. So.
Well, Coach, that's going to end the quarter. The Broncos do lead 38-10. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be back here in just a moment.
The mission statement of the New Mexico Military Institute is based on 3 pillars: education, athletics, leadership. NMMI is a different kind of education. Our high standards have been upheld for over 100 years. Our cadets learn discipline. They learn structure. They develop in the classroom and in leadership. And with cadets from over 20 foreign countries and 40 states, they develop culturally. If you want to be pushed to new heights, NMMI is the place for you.
Standing on the wall, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos. Standing strong right now, 38-10 in this NJCAA Region 5 SWJC FC Championship game. Winner of this game will be the champion of the conference and take a week off and then await to see who they'll play. It's my understanding that they'll find out Monday evening, and more than likely, potentially I should say, will probably end up being Snow College.
Right. Well, like I said earlier, the other 3 teams are done. They won't be playing, so there's not there's no opportunity for any kind of upset or blowout in which those seedings should change. New Mexico Military is expected to win this game pretty handily, and that's exactly what they're doing. So, really shouldn't have much of an effect at all on the seedings. So, I think it's wise to assume that we'll be the 2 seed and hosting Snow in 2 weeks.
That's exactly right. So 1st and 10 for the Broncos. Pavia, the quarterback, has Nava in motion. So Dominic Nava, the Roswell native, I should say, getting some quality playing time here for the Broncos.
There you go. Well, he is on the depth chart listed as the number 2, the backup Z receiver / running back, offensive player. So he is getting some time here, and he's staying on the field. Like to see him with the ball in his hands.
Well, I wouldn't be a bit surprised, Coach. I mean, the kid can not only run, but he can also throw the ball.
Well, yeah, the
former Roswell High quarterback, he's in his 2nd year now, doing real good at New Mexico Military Institute. 2nd and 10 now for the Broncos. Motion is Nava, and now handed off to number 37, Joseph, the running back from Delray Beach, Florida.
Yeah, Dominic is the quarterback, the last quarterback to win the state championship.
Yes, he is. That's correct.
So, and here he is in
back to back
in his 2nd year
at New Mexico Military.
Right.
13:43 remaining in the contest. Pavia rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it out of bounds. No.
Yeah.
It's going to be intercepted, but it's going to be pass interference.
Yeah.
By number 2, Tucker Bridgewell.
Well, number 2, Tucker Bridgewell made the interception. I don't know if he committed the pass interference. It was either him or the other defender back there, which is number 4, I believe, which is going to be Jalen Moore. They did call it on Tucker Birdwell. Is that who it was? Must be Kobe Savage. Oh, number 4.
Number 4, Coach, I'm sorry.
Jalen Moore.
Oh, Jalen Moore, the sophomore from Arkansas.
So 1st down by penalty here.
Okay, so Pavia, the quarterback, still in shotgun left. You got doubles now. Motion is Nava again.
Nava's got it.
And Nava does have it, and Nava is still on his feet as he's hit hard, but gets back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job breaking that first tackle, but just too many Apaches there, and good effort by Dominic.
Roswell High School, New Mexico.
Little smattering of applause here for Dom from the
Absolutely.
hometown faithful.
Well, again, thanks to our sponsors here, KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas.
And Tyler, Texas, you know, they have a pretty good quarterback hails from Tyler, Texas. That would be Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, sir. Patrick Mahomes. He's probably on your fantasy team, isn't he, Coach?
He is not.
Well, you know, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, Coach. Last year I had Mahomes on my fantasy, but not this year. I actually have Tom Brady, and I'm not a Brady fan, but you have to do what you have to do to win, right?
All right. Well, that should be quite a game tomorrow between the Cowboys and the Chiefs.
Well, I think the Cowboys are going to be favored by 7. I think that's what it was about, but I'm actually making that up, but it sounded good at least.
It did sound good, but it's actually the
total opposite.
Not the total opposite, but the Chiefs are favored by 2.5.
Okay.
Which is basically a toss-up with the home team being favored by less than 3.
All right. So 3rd and 7 now for the Broncos on the 36-yard line. Pavi, the quarterback, shotgun left. Tight twins. Motion is Nava. And it's handed off. No, it's not. It's dumped off over to Nava. Nava's on his feet. He's on the 20. And brought down about the 18-yard line. Dominic Nava.
Yeah,
that good to see, Coach.
That is great to see. Good for him.
You know, you hear that, Coach, and you get chills on the spine. You know what I mean? It's good to see a hometown kid doing well. Really doing extremely well. I mean, he's about to get a degree from New Mexico Military Institute.
Yeah, then it's on to the next stage. And
no problem. No, that's okay. We'll get it taken care of.
All right, so we're going to have a little update on the potential matchups here as Jeff Gunn has informed us that we had the rankings wrong between the 3 and the 4 team.
So, yeah, Mr. Gunn was just actually talking to us a little bit about that. He was basically saying that he thought before the game today that Snow was number 3 and Northeast Mississippi was 4, but it's the total opposite, where Northeast Mississippi is number 3 and Snow is 4. So the winner of this game, which it appears to be the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos, 38-10 right now is the score. If they win this, unless something else changes, they potentially will be playing Northeast Mississippi here in Roswell.
All right. And that game would be in 2 weeks?
That's correct. They have a week off, and they'll play again on a Saturday is my understanding. Nava in motion again, and that ball is handed off. Touchdown, Broncos. And that is going to be Donovan Tatoon Jones?
No, that's going to be Montage Joseph.
Montage Joseph for the touchdown from Delray Beach, Florida. And how far was that, Coach?
You know what? I didn't see. It was about
12 yards?
Or a little more. I thought they were maybe the 17. So.
So 17-yard touchdown run by Joseph. And the PAT by William Testa from Gibalsba, Italy, is up and good. The Broncos now lead 45-10. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be right back.
We have a great tradition here at New Mexico Military Institute in our international programs. This year we began with 33 foreign countries represented in our Corps of Cadets. One of the things I've learned in my tenure here is that cadets talk about making lifelong friendships. By coming to New Mexico Military Institute, they're exposed to those different cultural diversities that our international students bring. We encourage them to share those experiences with each other, make those friendships that they know will be there for the rest of their lives.
The Broncos dominate 45-10. We're in the fourth quarter with 10:34 remaining in the contest. Thanks for listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. You're listening to Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald here in this Region 5, NJCC Region 5, SWJCF C Championship game. Winner will have a week off and play in the semifinal game on December 5th is my understanding. We'll get more of that information for you once it has been delivered. 45-18, excuse me, Coach, 45-10. What are your thoughts so far on the game?
Well, it just kind of how I'd hoped it would go, you know, being a little bit of a hometown fan here. But really kind of thought it might be a little closer than this, but you know, this is a pretty dominant team, and it showing why today that they're number 2 in the nation.
Well, Coach, and you know, it's very possible with this win right here. We don't know, and I'm just speculating here. I don't know if Iowa Western is actually playing tonight. If they win, lose, or draw, I don't know, but
well,
potentially New Mexico Military Institute could be number 1 in the nation.
Yeah, I think Jeff said that all the other 3 teams are not.
They're not.
They're all
okay.
done.
So that's confirmed. Okay, so this is the last game before
I believe so.
Their contest. Okay, fantastic.
So, yeah, like I said, it's going to be hard to move the polls with those top 4 teams.
So I think it's safe to say that the Broncos will be considered the number 2 team in the nation, not the city, not the state, but the nation.
Thank you.
Booty, the quarterback, has a eligible man open. Jordan Wallace, the freshman wide receiver from Shreveport, Louisiana. But again, it's nice to see a lot of the Roswell lights from Roswell and Goddard playing for the Broncos and having success. Yeah. Booty, the quarterback. Sorry, Coach.
No, go ahead.
Booty, the quarterback, and has a man open. Looks like it's caught by.
Yeah, they're going to
34 is saying.
Going to say first down on that.
Jackenhausen. Okay. Well, I was kind of looking, sorry for the pause. I thought there was a flag, but there is no flag. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Apaches. Booty's still the quarterback. And hands that off now for a positive yardage. Again, Coach, I think the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos are really just doing a fantastic job defensively. What are your thoughts defensively, Coach, for the Broncos? I mean, what do you see has been most effective? You know, that front line is really doing a good job, but
yeah, you know, I think it's a combination of things. They've had good pressure on the quarterback all afternoon, and then the defensive backs have been good as well, you know, staying with their coverage, and as we see a first down completion there and some more extracurricular stuff going on.
Well, it was a good tackle really by Jaden Oliver, the sophomore from Florida.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, this defense has been pretty dominant actually, you know, in all aspects. You know, the good pressure on the quarterback. They haven't given up really just that one drive of the game where the Apaches just kind of marched down the field, you know, and that was running the ball. Their pass defense, Bronco pass defense, has just been outstanding.
And that touchdown happened in the first quarter.
Right. As we gets dark so early.
Well, it does.
Coach. Might have to turn the lights on here in the Wool Bowl.
Today is November 20th. Thanksgiving is approaching us quickly. Any major plans, Coach? You going to Albuquerque, New Mexico?
I am, actually. I almost always spend that holiday here, but going to be heading to Albuquerque, and the rest of my weekend is going to be baking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So Kate Montanades is in the ball game from Roswell, New Mexico again.
Yeah, seeing his first action.
So Cade's number 34.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. Was a tackle machine at Roswell High School, played on 2 state championship teams.
Playing the wheel linebacker for the Broncos.
And he's coming off here because they're going to send the punt team in, or was that 4th down?
It was, Coach. It was, or it is 4th down.
Yeah, this is 4th down, and they are going to line up and punt. So that's pretty much just saying we lost. You know, I mean,
well, absolutely. I mean, you're down 45-10 right now. You're going to need a miracle right here, Coach. Almost blocked.
Boom.
It is returnable. Good return. Brought down about the 27, 28-yard line. Well, maybe even the 26, I should say.
Well, Coach, this gets to kind of the situation here where you think, you know, do I empty my bench? These rosters have so many kids, over 100 kids on each roster. So, you know, you certainly don't want to get your key players hurt. So, you know, do you expect to see the backups in?
The winning edge right there, Coach. It's pretty neat to see, huh?
Yep.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Broncos. 45-10, 8:23 remaining in the contest. Right hash now, and it's still Pavia.
We got a new quarterback.
Okay,
Coach.
is it a new quarterback, Coach?
Yep. Qualon Williams. Sorry, wrong roster.
Nope, it's going to be Myers, Coach, I believe. Is it Mason Myers?
Mason Myers.
Okay.
Olathe, Kansas.
Okay, so new quarterback for the Broncos. Number 15 is Mason Myers.
And we'll see.
And is that Grant still in the ball game there, Coach? I believe it is, isn't it?
Boy, I would like to think that they would give him the rest of the game off, but we'll see. I can't see his number right now.
You might have it better with the camera next to you there. We have motion now for the Broncos. And I believe that's going to be number 14, Coach. We have two number 14s on the roster there. I'm going to assume it's probably Jared Jeffrey.
Yeah.
The freshman from Lovington, New Mexico, but I'm assuming. I can't confirm that.
Right, and Grant is out of the game. It's Patrick Charles, the freshman from Montreal, Canada, who is now in the backfield for the Broncos. So they have emptied the bench, it looks like.
Okay, so new quarterback for the Broncos. Number 15 is Mason Myers, and he is from
Olathe, Kansas.
Olathe, Kansas. There's Myers. He's going to take it himself.
And you can probably guess how I know this, but Olathe, Kansas has a nationally competitive dance team.
Well, I do understand how you know that, Coach.
Yeah, they are real good.
Well, the real question is this. Okay, before I ask this, is it a high school?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, but they can't be any better than Roswell High School.
Well,
because we're the national champions.
2 years they weren't, and at least 1 year they were.
Coach, let's take a 30-second timeout, buddy. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Hey everyone, my name is Jonathan Martinez here at Roswell Ford. Come down and join the Tailgate Nation, where we have over 100 pre-owned vehicles, from luxury cars to Super Duty trucks. Again, visit us here at 821 North Main Street, and my name is Jonathan. Come see me for the best deal possible.
Welcome back to Roswell, New Mexico. A lot of dancing on the sidelines for the Broncos as they lead 45-10 with 6:36 remaining in this contest. And new quarterback for the Broncos, number 15, is Mason Myers. Loses it, but he's going to be brought down.
Big pleasure, quarterback sack.
Yeah, never really had a chance there. He had a low snap, had take a little extra time to corral that ball, and then by the time he got up, the play was pretty much done. And that is going to bring in the punt team. And is this the first punt by the Broncos? No.
Second punt, I believe, Coach, of the ball game.
Yeah, for the whole ball.
I was looking at number 76. I think I'm pronouncing this correctly. Foul Tove. He is from Endeavour Hills, Australia. He was dancing, Coach. He was just really getting after it there. So 4th and 14. This is going to be a punt situation for the Broncos.
Ooh, they came
as
after it.
The Apaches bring the house. What a punt.
Oh, and a late fair catch call. That's dangerous.
Who was that, Coach? That was number 12, I believe, Caleb Forrest.
Yeah, he thought maybe I can return this, and then he saw all those black shirts coming and said, fair catch. Oh, I'll tell you what, those Broncos and Lady Bronco mascots can dance.
Yeah, they can. They're getting after it, man.
It's good times had by all on this side of the field, Coach.
I absolutely agree with you, Coach. So 1st and 10 now. Booty still the quarterback for the Apaches. Quick pass it is. Incomplete pass to Jeremy Cooley. Cooley from Big Spring, Texas. I was just there about a month ago, Coach. Actually, yeah, about a month and a half ago. In Big Spring. That's where Howard Junior College is at. Very competitive there in softball as well at the JC level.
You know, I think I went through Big Spring this summer.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 now. Drop back to pass. Booty has a man open and overthrows him. It's going to be out of bounds. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down situation now for the Broncos.
Yeah, this is mostly just a run out the clock situation for both teams at this point. You know, get your backups some playing time, although Tyler may have a lot of their first team still in there. First team quarterback still in there for sure. But just the time of the game, I never want an injury, but you really don't want one in a, what they call garbage time situation.
Absolutely. So 3rd and 10 now. Booty dropping back to pass. Under pressure once again as this defense just continues to impress me. Good pass by Booty and caught by number 3. I'm going to assume it's going to be Xavier Benson from Texarkana, Texas.
Well, yeah,
yep.
What a catch by him. That was, he's going to get hit. He had to catch the ball above his head. He held on to the football, and good job by Booty just to get it to him, but we have a flag.
Coach, and this is something and you and I need to do some homework on this. I personally haven't, but yeah, it's going to be a holding call on the Apaches. But the last time the Broncos went to a bowl game, when was that?
I don't know.
And who was the coach?
Well, I don't know. Well,
you do know.
I think I do know. But I have the information if you want me to look it up.
Well, absolutely. I think it's important to do that because, well, they played. Did they play for a bowl game last year?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. Well, what I'm trying to get at is Jeff Lynn.
Right. Current Roswell High coach Jeff Lynn.
3rd and 22 now for the Apaches. There's going to be a little dump pass again to number 17, Jordan Wallace. And Wallace gets positive yardage. He's going to be close to a 1st down, but just not enough.
Jordan Wallace taking the ball out to about the 34.
So Wallace raising his hands like, hey,
it wasn't me.
It's not me. So 4th, no, it's not 4th and 22. It's going to be 4th and 4 for the Apaches. Booty, shotgun right, doubles, and there's going to be a flag in the play. Oh, they're going to let that one go. Oh, wow. I mean, the defense is just playing well, Coach.
Where they are, and just nowhere to go with the football there.
Big pressure put on the number 19.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure, and of course the Apaches went for it on 4th down, so the Broncos will take over now, 1st and 10 on the 37. Let's see if the Broncos will go ahead and just capitalize on this and make it another score. Okay. Trying to see if that's number 15, Mason Meyer, as he took over quarterback. Well, Coach, that looks like might be another quarterback here. Number 11, that's going to be Gage. And
sophomore quarterback out of Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Yep.
Gage Guardiola.
So number 11, Gage Guardiola, is the quarterback now from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Guardiola getting some snaps here in this 4th quarter. Guardiola has a man in motion and going to be brought down. Guardiola is actually a sophomore, stands at 6'2", 195 pounds. And as we mentioned, he is from Las Cruces, New Mexico. I don't know what high school he was from, but we'll get that information as Kelly McDonald and I will, if we have this opportunity to do it again, we'll get that information and be a little bit more sharp on our players here.
I can't tell you, last year in 2021, the Broncos played in the Graphic Edge Bowl where they lost to Iowa Central Community College 23-21.
Okay.
Prior to that, they played in the El Toro Bowl in 2013, which they won over Arizona Western 32-16. And in 2011, they played in the HOT Hot Bowl against Navarro College, which they lost to Navarro 40-24. So the last time that they won was in 2013, and that team was coached by Joe Fortner. So
okay, so I was thinking of Jeff Lynn's team but that was back in.
Yeah, Jeff Lynn coached them from 2005 to 2010.
Okay.
And
well, look at this, Coach.
They
so
did.
The Broncos going to kick a field goal.
Oh wow, that's a 50-yard.
50-yard field goal here.
Give him a chance.
And that is going to be good.
Missed it wide.
Coach, on my angle here, it looked good there. It had the distance.
Yeah, it did have the distance. Would have been good from maybe 53 or 54, but
okay,
just a little bit wide to the right.
Well, I'm glad you have the camera there because my angle here, it was good. So, wow, the kid has a leg.
Yeah, so Coach Lynn did take the team to the
Empire Bowl, Empire State Bowl?
The Salt City Bowl, where he lost to Hutchinson Community College 24-14. So,
okay, well,
lots of connections.
Absolutely.
His brother took over for 1 year before going to Kearney, and then, of course, Joe Fortner, the coach turned author, had him for 9 years after that.
Coach, help me here with the number here. I'm not sure if this is Booty or not still.
Nope.
I think it's not.
Yeah, they pulled him in.
I think that's number 4 now.
Yeah, that must
be that's
Landry
Kine.
Or Kinney, maybe.
Or Kinney.
And Kinney just took the ball about 70 yards down the field. And a late hit by the Broncos will move it even closer.
You want to call him Kinney? We'll call Landry Kinney.
Yeah, let's say Kinney.
Okay, so he's from Waco, Texas.
There you go.
6'1", a sophomore out of Waco, Texas, Landry Kinney. Kinney with a big run down inside.
Yeah, and that was a nice run.
Absolutely. Coach, I really have enjoyed calling this ball game today.
Yeah, I have too. It's been a beautiful day for it, and of course we got the outcome we were hoping for as the home team, and this team looks to advance. They have turned on the lights at the Wool Bowl.
And it's 4:26.
It is 4:26. Shadows have taken over half the field.
Okay. So now, who do we have at quarterback now, Coach?
That's Kinney.
Out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hey, Chris.
Okay, Kinney, the quarterback now for the Apaches. Speed option, and he's in trouble.
Yeah, and
as every other quarterback was, and that's a fumble.
That was a bad decision. I think that's going to be a turnover.
It is a turnover, Coach. The Broncos looking strong, looking good.
Yeah, Kinney's just got to throw that away or just take the sack in that situation. That
I was looking at Christian Carruthers right there from Albuquerque, New Mexico, dancing. Look at him.
That's a lot of dancing, actually.
Yeah, that's.
Carruthers is a big kid.
He's not small.
But he's not the biggest kid on the field today for sure, because boy, that offensive lineman for Tyler, that he might, if he, I don't think there's an NFL player that's that big, Coach. That his name is Ashton Savage, and he is 6'7", 385 pounds from Paris, Texas.
Well, he's not small.
He is not small.
Well, it looks like the Broncos are going to get into victory formation here. The score is 45-10 with 1:42 seconds. The Broncos will be the Region 5 NJCC Region 5 SWJCFC champions. And I would assume, Coach,
the ABCD EFG HIJK champions.
Well, they tried to get an ice bath there, but it didn't work. They'll get them again. They should remain the second team in the nation, number 2 team in the nation, the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos.
Coach Kirk was able to get out of the way there. But a great win for the Broncos. And like I said, they're off to the Final Four, looking to host a game hopefully in 2 weeks right here at the Wool Bowl. And if they can get past that one, they'll play for a national championship in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Coach, real quick, a little recap of scoring. I know that Mr. Gunn is actually keeping all the stats in the other room, but since we wrote this here, we had a 7-yard touchdown run by Anthony Grant. The PAT by William Testa was good. And then, of course, Anthony Grant, the All-American again, scored a 38-yard touchdown run. And there's the Broncos as they celebrate as their region and conference champions. And then a 28-yard touchdown pass by Pavia to Malik Phillips. PAT was up and good by William Testa. And then a 43-yard field goal by William Testa. Testa is from Gisalba, Italy. That was up and good. And then a 63-yard touchdown pass to Terrence Moore from Pavia. And then the PAT was up and good. And then Pavia calls his own numbers. Had a 7-yard touchdown run. PAT was up and good. And then the final touchdown was a 17-yard touchdown by Joseph, and the PAT was up and good. Broncos win 45-10. They await to see who they play on Monday. And I think, Coach, Mr. Gunn gave you some statistics here. You want to try to tackle that a little bit, and we'll talk about the Final Four, or the top 4, and dates of when they play. No, I think we're fine. Let's just get after it right here, and then we'll close it out.
Yeah, first for visiting Tyler, they had 19 first downs, 8 rushing, 8 passing, and 3 via penalty. Only attempted 22 rushing plays, and they got 178 yards on that, but lost 58 yards, so they netted 120 yards on the ground. They did have 253 yards passing in the game. That's on 58 offensive plays. The Broncos had 28 first downs, 12 rushing, 11 passing, and 5 by penalty. Rushed the ball 48 times for a net of 242 yards. So all pretty well within the averages for the New Mexico Military Institute Broncos. Their net yards passing was 225, so similar to the pass-happy Tyler team on just 17 attempts, however. Broncos ran 65 plays and had a total yardage for the game of 467 yards. Rushing for Tyler, Kinney actually led the team in rushing with 43 yards, even though he was just tried those 2 there at the end. He had the long run of 60. Nick Rempert had 1 rush for 33 yards. Kaiwan Morgan had 5 rushes for 18. General Booty, 7 rushes for 13. And Torrance Burgess, 6 rushes for 11. Passing, General Booty, 17 of 66, 2 interceptions, 253 yards, 1 touchdown. Long was 82 yards and was sacked 1 time. Receiving yards for Tyler, Jordan Wallace, 5 catches for 26. Nicholas McTeer, 2 catches for 110. Torrance Burgess, 2 catches for 16. Fabian Peoples, 2 for 14. Jalen Chol, 1 for 17. Nick Rimper, 1 for 14. Caleb Forrest, 1 for 9. And then moving to the Broncos. First rushing the football, Anthony Grant, the All-American, had 17 carries for 128 yards and 2 touchdowns. Montage Joseph got 9 carries for 49 yards and a touchdown. Terrence Moore, 4 carries for 39 yards. Diego Pavia, 7 carries for 22 yards and a touchdown. Patrick Charles, 2 carries for 14 yards. Jared Jeffrey, 1 for 3. Gage Guardiola, 2 for 1. And Mason Myers, also 2 carries for a total of 1 yard. As a team, 48 carries, 257 yards on the ground, and 4 touchdowns. Pavia attempted 17 passes, completing 13 of those passes for 225, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and only 1 sack. Receiving for the Broncos, Terrence Moore, 4 catches for 96 and a touchdown. Xavier Walker, 3 catches for 42. Malik Phillips, 2 for 43 and a touchdown. Logan Compton, 2 for 15, and Anthony Grant, 1 for 11. That's it, Coach.
Coach, well, as usual, fantastic on the stats. Well, man, you did a good job on that, Coach.
Boy, I sure did.
Well, the Broncos, they are the Region 5, the NJCAA Region 5 SWJC FC champions as they win 45-10. We're going to close this out. The New Mexico Military Institute Broncos await to see who they play on Monday night, as it appears to be maybe Northeast Mississippi.
That's what we're thinking.
But we'll find out on Monday night. So, ladies and gentlemen, safe travels back to Tyler, Texas. Thanks for listening and watching to KSVPTV.com and 92.1 KRWR, the team in Tyler, Texas. Safe travels. Good night.